At Image Source, we believe that making a great first impression starts with a well-crafted uniform program. How your employees look plays a big role in gaining trust and can impact how people perceive your company. We're here to help you create, manage, and fulfill your uniform needs. From the front of the house to the back of the house, our branding experts will create a unique professional collection for every job function.
Some of the needs we needed when we were looking for a uniform company to help us. Number one would be creativity. We have a very distinct and unique venue that had a lot of very specifically branded needs for our uniforms. We're a Prohibition era style kind of branded operation, and Image Source was certainly able to give us some creative options for all of our departments.
So when we started bringing on extra hotels late in 2012, it became apparent that we needed to have a standardized uniform program. And so we were looking into multiple different companies to see who could help us out, who could kind of follow our whimsical desires for uniforms as opposed to something that was more corporate. And so one of the things that we were really focused on was the ability to streamline the entire program together, to have kind of a centralized platform for ordering one specific person to go to. We didn't realize at first that Image Source was somebody that could do uniforms for the company. We knew of them more as a marketing, branding type of company. So when the option came that they could do our uniforms, and being that our rep Cindy, I had worked with her before and she was phenomenal. It was a great fit, and we were very excited to see that she had access to pretty much anything that we could come up with.
My experience with working with Image Source has been great from the start. As I mentioned, Cindy has been a great rep for us to be able to work with. I feel like I'm comfortable enough with her to call her on her cell phone if I need something very last minute. Her communication is very clear, it's very prompt, and she's very transparent about things that are actually deliverable versus not being deliverable, as well as finding things that work within our budget, which is often very tight.
Every client has different needs and goals. That's why we work closely with you to create the perfect collection.
We're kind of a unique company, and we like to do things differently. We pride ourselves on not being a traditional hotel company. And so part of that means that we'll have random ideas thrown out at our weekly meetings that most of the times I would think a standard company wouldn't be able to immediately pivot and help us with. And there hasn't been anything that we've thrown at Image Source that they've not been able to find, or at least tell us, no, this is absolutely the craziest thing in the world. I don't think we'll be able to pull that off.
I would say the most surprising thing that kind of caught me off guard was one day Cindy came in to talk to me about a project, and randomly we had this need down in our observatory store for a 1920s kind of wine barrel keg inspired garbage can. And I happened to randomly mention this to Cindy, and she said, "We can do that." And I said, but what? You do uniforms for us. And she said, "We do everything. We can source anything you really need." And so that was a big surprise to me. I didn't know that. And it was very kind of pleasant to learn that I had that kind of resource available to me, from a uniform all the way to a branded garbage can. So that was a good surprise.
So working with Image Source has been fantastic. They're always available to us no matter what our needs are, how unique the needs may be. Giving us the information that we need as far as the image that we're trying to portray for our company, what products they think that's going to work best on. I'm not a marketing person by nature, so having the ability for them to kind of guide me into the right areas that I need to be in is incredibly helpful. And just in general, everybody that I've encountered working with Image Source has basically bent over backwards to help us grow our company.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let us help you create a collection of image apparel that represents your brand and helps you make long-lasting relationships with your customers. Give us a call today and let us prove it.